2013 Super Tenere stock seat. Replacing it with the Seat Concept seat. So basically all I'm doing right now, just getting underneath the staples, trying to get them pried out at least on one side. And then I'll just go back through with a set of dikes, and real easy to pull those last staples out. And so once I'm done with that, we'll go from there. That, I think, is the last of the staples. So let's see what's under here. There's the seat cover gone. And here's our original foam. Oh man. Oh, that came off pretty good. There's the seat pan. So now I'm just going to sand down all these staples. It's actually a welt right there where you're stapling into. It doesn't look like they actually penetrated. They did up here and down here, but not there. So I'll sand that down. So the difference is the seat is wider now. You can see the thickness of the foam up here. It's pretty thin. Seat Concepts thickens that up, so it should alleviate the slope to the ground, or the slope to the tank, so you shouldn't slide into the tank. It feels a little firmer. I'm a big guy. I had him make it with a little stiffer foam, so now I'm just going to go spray a little glue here, and a little bit on the back. We'll get this set on there. Now, let's stick the seat pan to the foam. I've got my glue on both. Let it tack up. Follow the directions, of course. Try and make sure it's centered. Now we'll get the plastic, wrap it, and then we'll grab the seat cover and start stapling it on. Now we're on to the wrapping of the plastic. I've just undid it. I'll use a little of this to kind of hold it in place until the seat cover's on to hold it better. If this don't work, I'll dig out some duct tape. But basically, it's just getting all the plastic in place, making sure you have enough overlap everywhere, and it's plenty long. If I have to trim any of the seat cover, that'll be the time I trim this plastic up at the same time. So pretty simple, just kind of hold it in place until we get everything stapled in place. I've had this heated up. Not in the sun, because the sun hasn't shined around here in a while. But I had it out by the heater. Just trying to get all these wrinkles out of that. And this is my first time using a Seat Concept seat. Got my electric stapler. I'm using 3/8 staples. They say to use T50s. That's what these are basically. So, see what happens. That didn't work. Trying to do it so the camera can see it, but I can't do that yet. Now they tell you just tack the front. There we go. And then come around and tack the back. Now we'll flip it over. And at this point we want to make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. The seams are up on the hips. It's centered side to side. Feels pretty good so far. Now it's just a matter of working side to side. You're bound to have wrinkles. Try and get it kind of on there a little bit. If you got to pull some out, you got to pull them out. It's what I've done on other seats. So I'm just going to try and keep my seams where they're supposed to be and go from there. So basically all I'm doing is just making sure I'm getting all the wrinkles out as I'm working my way back on the seat here. There's not a whole lot of extra material, which is good. And then just basically if they don't go in, I'm pulling them back out. I've had a few that do that. And work your way around the back of the seat. And here's what we ended up with. Seams are all aligned. It's on down on the hips about the same. Only got a couple little wrinkles back here, but the sides are really nice, both sides. Probably more staples than they used to start with, but time to go put her on the bike, see how it is. And there's the Seat Concepts installed. I like it. It does set you taller because that front doesn't slope at all, so that's just something to keep in mind. But it does look a lot like the original, so I think if I ever put the back seat on, it would match fairly well.